All right, what's going on, everyone? Let me make sure this looks good. Looks good to me. What is going on, everyone? This is Leisure Suit Larry 5. I'll let Larry finish the signage. Love that song. Aldo wrote it himself, don't you know? Passionate Patti does a little... Wait, Pittsburgh! Classic gag. Oh, and the Wile E. Coyote gag, too. No, Passionate Patti does a little undercover work. Now, I'm doing this live at twitch.tv/Let's Play with Brigands for all those checking this out on the YouTube upload. Check me out. Please follow me over at the Twitch. I'm doing near nightly live streams. Having a lot of fun over here. But anyway, if you hear me talking to myself, what sounds like myself, it's just having a good time with the chat. There you go. I don't know what Patti sees in Larry, I'll be honest. It's his personality. It's what we all see in Larry. He's a lovable guy. Big bald spot. Yeah. Larry peaked in terms of physical attractiveness, at least conventional physical attractiveness, in 3. Let's get into the backstory. There's plenty of time to talk about that. An East Coast meeting is not going too well. As you know, ever since LPs came out back in the 50s, our recording industry's subliminal message campaign, Just Do Drugs, has been a resounding success. I think I've experienced some of those. Drug sales have never been better, and prices remain firm as this slide shows. They're going up. Discounting our disastrous push to quadraphonic, results have been most gratifying. Yeah, quadraphonic didn't really take off, did it? How do you, Bruno? Which one's Bruno? Any guesses? Alright, there you go. Thanks, Vinny. Boss, as you know, our pornography division also enjoyed a period of explosive growth, as this slide shows. Unfortunately, after a quarter-century of positive ROI, recent results have been flaccid. Badoom. We attempted to counter this trend with a heavy investment in rap music, thinking teenagers' continuous exposure to pornographic lyrics would help sales of our wider product line. It's like the early 90s, though, before rap got kind of misogynistic and stuff. They were rapping about things that, you know, the neighborhood and things that mattered. But yeah, the result is obvious. Painfully declining penetration. I assume this is how all, wow. That doesn't look good. I'm no marketing analyst, but a downward-facing penis is not the direction you want your sales to be going. Even when we forced through rapidly reduced VCR prices in the early 80s, it just didn't help our X-rated movie sales. No one buys them. What about today? This guy would flip out, and today that penis would be just straight hanging, flaccid as, I mean, you can finish that thought yourself. You're right. Even the networks are getting into the act. Booty, booty, booty. Yeah, booty. Bit of a critic reference there. Oh, Mr. Big. I understand the problem, but I want a solution. I imagine him being the guy that fired Roger Wilco in Space Quest 4. 6 months later, and a continent away, another board of directors meets. Ugh. Is there going to be any Larry in this game? Biffy. And so, the corporate yes man continues, I'm pleased to say our contest to find the sexiest woman in America to serve as the hostess on America's Sexiest Home Videos has been a resounding success. Poor Bob Saget. Or lucky Bob Saget if they're keeping him around, I don't know. Character portrayed by our hostess, who we decided to name Vanna Black, how original, will be one exceptional woman. Biffy's got hell of a 5 o'clock shadow. Oh my god. It's like above his nose. I've searched for a woman beautiful, yet with those all-American girl next door looks. A woman virginal and untouchable, and yet a woman who is sexy and slutty. I can only imagine this is exactly how these meetings went and go today. We're just a little fly on the wall. Thanks to hard work by me and my colleagues, narrowed the field down to 3 finalists. That guy looks a little timid over there. I hope he gets a chance to speak. He's wearing his sunglasses in the meeting. Guy looks more like a therapist than a big wig TV executive. Thanks for the follow, Joey. They'll want for nothing, and on the morning of the auditions, champagne baths for all. I've arranged national press the coverage, of course. In short, everything is proceeding according to schedule. Imagine this guy going, there's one hang-up, sir. There's a polite smattering of applause from the other lackeys around the conference table. Kind of an awkward setup for the conference table. I don't know, it's just me. Silas Screw 'em all. Screw 'em all. Okay, I got it. Silas Screw 'em all. But wait, Biffy, we all know that if we bring these women to Hollywood to audition under those circumstances, they'll all be sexy. Yes, sir, Mr. Screw 'em all. Isn't that what we wanted, Mr. Screw 'em all? Bravo, Mr. Screw 'em all. But we're looking for a woman so oversexed she'd drop what she's doing for any man, anytime, any place, and for any loser, any dork, no matter how lame. Alright, I'm starting to see how Larry might figure into all this. Yes, sir, Mr. Screw 'em all. Isn't that what we wanted, Mr. Screw 'em all? Bravo, Mr. Screw 'em all. I think I'd be a good yes man. I've changed my mind. Now I think we should hold a blind audition where the women don't know they're being auditioned. Genius. Those eyes. Yes, sir, Mr. Isn't that what we wanted, Mr. Screw 'em all? Bravo, Mr. Screw 'em all. Here you go. But with all due respects, Mr. Screw 'em all, that's impossible. We need videotapes of their auditions for our own personal review purposes. There's no way we could follow this guy around with her seeing us. Knew he'd have his own voice. Well, yes, we do need those tapes to review, but if we could find an auditioner so inept, so sexless, so lame, so unappealing, that it would take the sexiest woman in America to find him attractive. How about that? Little centerpiece candle holder there. Yes, Mr. Screw 'em all! Masterful stroke, Mr. Screw 'em all! But Mr. Screw 'em all, how will we ever find somebody so lame? Oh, I think I know where we could find him. Coffee! Huh? It's my cue. No pot left to brew. Let's get our... No? Not yet. Alright. Nice. Points. Points for water. Oh, yeah. I'm loving it, by the way. I can do this one-handed. When windows like this click immediately. In the early 90s, we didn't know what to do with this, so this was immensely helpful. There's no text. Press escape. Make the, or just hover your mouse up there. Yeah, this is what you wanted. It's like the King's Quest interface, you know, the walk, the look, the touch, the talk, and the screw. Gotta have that one. Alright, get him the damn coffee. Alright, thought they needed some coffee, but alright. Maybe there's coffee in the other room? But what do we got over here? Is my aim just a little bit off? This is why I like doing this live too. Presented by Porn Prod Corp for their humanitarian efforts in the field of free speech and the commercial development of the steel-reinforced videotape, 1976. Wow, it's a genuine tape. Alright, maybe we're on to something here. They're like, alright, this guy needs some serious help. There we go. Nice. What was Ringo Starr doing on the wall there? Alright. Hey guys, so who won a Java? I won't do his voice the whole game. Boy! Is he gonna spill on his pants or something? Everything was bigger in the early 90s, office plants included. Well, here you go, Mr. Screw-em-all. Seen your best suck up to him. Can I get you anything else? He just stares me down. Yep. You clumsy idiot, what adult? Sexy women. Why, even the sexiest woman in America wouldn't. Alright. I don't know. I got with Eve in the first game. I got with that prostitute in... Oh, wait. Well, I got Patti. I nabbed Patti in 3. That's a nice shot. He looks better there. What exactly is your name? Larry. Larry Laffer. Always got that happy-go-lucky grin on his face. You can't bring him down. Your first and middle names are exactly the same. Really? Well, never mind about that. I have a proposal I'd like you to make, Daffer. Here's the deal. You see, Luffner. If I had a nickel for every time someone flubbed Larry's name, I could find a hostess for our new television show. Yes, I know. I'm the chief tape rewinder and sterilizer on this project. I could do with a sterilizer these days, Larry. Betamax division portion of your job description. Oh. And a fine job you're doing, I suppose. Well, Larcher, we've used those audition tapes to narrow down the field of 3 finalists, but, we're too busy to hold their auditions here. Alright. I understand many words of that last sentence. What is Larry's education? I don't know if we ever found that out. We know where his nephew went. Loafer? No problem, boss. I'm your guy. There you go. Awesome. This time the babes are coming to me. It's nice for a change, but loner, you tell them who you are, or your powerful position here at PPC, it could easily invalidate the data. We want to see their reactions to a nice, normal guy like you, Lenny. I just wanted to get increasingly further and further away from his name until he ends with, like, Todd or something. Must be certain you don't take advantage of the situation, so take this. Well, Mr. Screw-em-all. Another pocket protector. Mine's getting really vintage. Unlike my clothes, which are still very in. Lipper, you fool! This is no ordinary pocket protector. It's a brand new imported miniaturized 0.5 Lux Rob Lowe model. Yeah, complete video studio merely disguised as some dork's pocket protector. You could have your Robert Downey Jr. jokes in there as well. I knew that. Moly, 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 moly. That's right, moly, moly, moly. Can't not see it. You must never let a client suspect you were filming them or that you represent the show. They must think of you only as plain Larry Limper. Now you got back to the Larry part. I can handle it, sir, you say excitedly. I hope so. If you can pull this off, Lipper, I promise you a really big promotion. Perhaps even to Assistant Associate Director. Oh, wow, that actually sounds pretty good. This could be the big break I've been hoping for. But what the hell happened between 3 and 5? How do we end up working here? Came full circle. We're back to Larry again. Sounds good, Mr. Screw-em-all. This little guy is such a new model and so tiny. Its recording time battery life is very limited. Recharge after every girl. It's just an annoying thing they added into the game, but gotta do it. Recharge after every girl, huh? Okay, Judge Wapner. You've got 1, maybe 2 days max. You better grab the girls' bios and get going. What a dream assignment indeed. Travel across the U.S., visiting 3 of the sexiest women in America. And you get paid for doing it. Larry, it looks like things are really beginning to go your way. I've heard that at least once in every single Leisure Suit Larry game. Doesn't usually come so soon. Ba-doom boom. This game just brings it out of me. Alright. So yesterday I tested the game to make sure it worked, and I'm not really sure the point. I guess it's just like the dad or whatever of the family buys the game, and they play it for the first time, and it asks them to set a password. And if you forget it, I guess you need to reinstall it, but I have no way of doing that. So, yesterday the password said none, and just messing around. Oh, what am I wearing? Obviously the people who's seeing the upload cannot see this. I was going to wear my leisure suit for this, but it's at the dry cleaners still, ready for pickup, mind you, but there's no way I was going to go down there in this climate, not to date the video, but you all know what I'm talking about, to go pick it up. So I improvised a little bit, and I think I look nice. And no one can see this on the upload, so it's a moot point. All right. Getting back to my story, I typed Dick after none, and I hope the password is none Dick, otherwise we're not playing this tonight. Oh, thank God. All right, let's continue. Thank you, Endrank. All right, welcome everyone to the live audience. Welcome everyone watching the upload. I'm gonna drop that, raise that, do one of these. Let's go Larry, and let's get started. All right, so let's see, did we have... So we got the camcorder, Rob Lowe model, power off, and it's got no charge, so we do need to charge this thing. I think we generally do this at the airport, but I see a plug right here. It's for charge. All right, so we got to find the recharger base, I guess. Take that with us. They could have given me that, you'd think. Maybe you mentioned that when I was not paying attention. Is she holding her head to the side of her... Where am I, you wonder? Here we go. What's happened to me? What am I doing? The last you remember, you were writing your life story as a computer game. Yeah, at the end of Leisure Suit Larry 3, sitting on a deck with a half-naked woman, overlooking a beautiful lake nestled in the high Sierra Nevada, which, where Sierra Games got their name from. Boobies! What does Larry say about that? You know about art? Something about this painting touches your fancy. Poster is your personal favorite. You always have a soft spot for red-haired twins. Alright, we gotta find the base for this. Is this the charging base? Oh, the Aero Dork Gold card. That should buy me a Leisure Suit press or two. Nice. Work? No way! Alright. I think I can actually degauze some tapes while I'm back here. I need to get the resumes of the ladies. Where could it be? Not the drawer. I wonder if each one is annoyingly something I have to check. Like there's 3 per. We'll find it. Top right. Top right? Farther right. Yep, just didn't click the right one. Thank you very much, Nexus. 3 resumes. All right. Let's take a look at each one real quick. Michelle Milken, age 28. Black hair, brown eyes, 6'1". Isn't Larry like 5'4" or something like that? 131 pounds. Wow, she's pretty thin for that height. Junk bond sales, Wall Street computer stores, anything covered with whipped cream, strong moral fiber is her turn off. Fantastic. A napkin. All right, this is going to be a little kind of interesting to play in the year 2020, as I believe we go to Trump Tower or something like that. We go to like one of his casinos or hotels or something, or he's around, or they make reference to him. Lana Luscious, 21, blonde hair, blue eyes, 5'10", 123 pounds. She's a professional mud wrestler and AC. There you go. Tramps Boardwalk. I'm sorry, not Trump's. Tramps Boardwalk, obviously. Rain, mud. That's her turn-ons and high IQ's turn-offs. We're 2 for 2, people. And that's the Tramp Casino on the Tramp Boardwalk. Miniature golf course right off filthy Tramp Beach. It's fantastic. And then Chi-Chi Lambada, 24. Raven hair, chestnut eyes, 5'8". She's a little thing, 101 pounds. Dental hygienist, former gymnast. She likes to go to the gym, the office. Her turn-ons include locker room odor, dental, irrigators, and her turn-offs include burning rubber. Business card. Can Doc fix 'em? No, but can Doc pulley 'em? Doc Pulliam's Dental Hygiene in Miami, Florida. So we got New York, AC, and Miami. Those will be our 3 ports we'll be visiting. Let's do a save. Why not? All right. Couldn't go here before because they wanted coffee. Now I'm assuming. Here we go. Disinfect some stuff. There you go. Sterilizing solution. You rather enjoy it, although for the life of you, you don't know why. Again, very apt. Alright, so I think I need the charging dealie. They erase tapes. Where is the charging dealie? Oh, 8-track cartridges. Oh, these are all the songs of the game, I guess. There's one that I do remember in particular, and that is when Patti is playing... Well, I'd rather wait till we get to it. I remember a woman named Patti. Something about an island and a gig as a computer game programmer. What's going on? Gotta end up in Hollywood. What am I supposed to be doing here? I'm so confused. I guess we'll just let it play out rather than addressing what happened to Leisure Suit Larry 4. There we go. Good look on the charger Nexus. Anything in the rest of these? Donut crumbs. Do I need some tapes? My arms are too short. I've never seen what's inside them. Ah, here we go. Perfect fit. Always wondered what they were. You thought they were DAT tapes. Alright, let's see. I think we need to make sure these tapes are good to go. They're not going to work as is. Where's the machine? There we go. Slide it over. Thank you. Gradually increasing in speed and intensity until they and you are randomly aligned. Shudder passes through your body. That one's good. Gals before you. 1 second, everybody. part of the job. All right, got my tapes. See if it works. Here we go, into the raw blow. Still need to charge it, but we do have a tape in there now. All right. All right, let's just see if we can plug this in now. I know the order of things. Forget how long this takes. Or if it's as simple as just plug it in, pull it out, you're good to go. Maybe the color changes. Ah, look at that. Damn, that's a quick charge. We should all be so lucky, right? All right. Well, how we doing tonight? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this live. Thanks for tuning in after the fact. We're good to go. Need to bring back early 1990s technology. It was so much more efficient. All right. I guess that's it, right? What am I doing in Larry 5? And whatever happened to Larry 4? I think Roger Wilco flushed it in the time police or whatever it was. Slowly, you come to the realization that you must be suffering from amnesia. Although how a computer game character gets amnesia, you do not understand. Ah, that old Deus Machina. That'll make it work. Just give him amnesia. Porn Brian. That is a nice logo. You presume PBC chose that logo because the tongue is the universal symbol of good taste. All right. I guess we're good. Is that a camera? The smog beneath the Hollywood Hills. God, how you love being in showbiz. Porn Prod Corporation's founding mother, Chesty Turbo. I see statue buns. Larry, she's not that good. I need to make it more of an effort to click on things with my... Oh, is he peeing in there? He is peeing in there. We didn't get a good view of it. He has to hide behind the statue as of modesty. I appreciate that. All right, to the airport, my good man. Bobby, my good lady. Airport, eh? It's a great place, if you like flying. Wow, a limo with a fish tank. It's a Carsick goldfish in the limousine's aquarium. But yeah, he's got the bald spot. Oh. There's a little sensitive. He doesn't like to talk about it. Or is that what we called a bald spot back in the early 90s? But yeah, I was going to say, at the end of 2, he got the hair formula to wear. Oh, sorry. There'll be time. Meanwhile, another East Coast board meeting is taking place. All right, back to these guys, Mr. Big. So tell me, boys, is everything proceeding according to our plan? Yes, sir, Mr. Big. Our friends in Hollywood have the industry in an uproar. Their America's Sexiest Home Video show is the talk of showbiz. Ah, our friends. Interesting. Larry's kind of connected to all this. My God, years on that guy. There's every indication it'll be a smash hit of the fall season. And we've found the perfect way to attack our little straw dog. I've discovered a new hyperactive political action committee called Conservatives Against Nearly Everything. CANE, if you like your acronyms. I think I've been swapping out the voices on these guys. I apologize. I'm sure they would be willing to become the focus of a national campaign to clean up the airwaves. Those are some eyebrows, by the way. Just hovering above the big boss. I'd like to propose to you, boss, that we make a little investment in the health and well-being of Kane. You know, a little something to show how much we support their cause. The room is filled with suppressed laughter. Well, boys, I think you know I'm always interested in raising Kane. The laughter becomes unsuppressed. Tell it was a good one by what his eyebrows did. This bunch sounds like the perfect group to be our vanguard of our little protest against the filth of the airwaves. Why don't you make an anonymous contribution to our simple little friends at Kane? Hey, boys? Meanwhile, back in your limo, we've just been admiring the car-sick fish. Or is it seasick? Nah, I guess car-sick. It certainly was, Bobby. Can I take some champagne for the... No? Okay. Didn't really get to enjoy any of the amenities of the... Anyway, here we are at LAX. Hold till you get to the can. Oh, is that not a... Oh, okay. Aerodor was the first airline to feature automated ticket machines. Well, that's very misleading. The ATMs, that's a little... Okay. Completely eliminate ticket agents. Wow, I'm telling you, the early 90s had it figured out. This, that thing I mentioned earlier, Urkel. All right, where's my gold card? Here we go. My Aerodort card. Should have been LA XXX. Let's just go top to bottom, I guess. Start off in New York. You can use your number pad to enter your code. The keys match in position. Be sure not to use only the numeric keypad, not the cursor keys. 5-character destination code. Oh, copy protection. And it's the same stuff the time warpers were using, the time police. The code is it 12345 and rank? Sounds like something an idiot would put on his luggage. Let me see. I was not counting on password protection. Does anyone have this code? I might need to look this up. Oh, if I move my head, right. It is taking up the... I need to move the whole thing, don't I? I got it. Auxiliary 5. Password protection. I have like some phone numbers up. And here I was going off about the 90s, or going on about the 90s. Here we go. Use these ticket codes. All right, here we go. What time was it? 10 something? 10:10? Must have been the 10:10 to New York. So, thank God for editing. Thank you, Nexus. 10:10. 10:10 is going to be... Oh, this is grainy. It's going to be... Little bullet casing shell thing. Up, down. H. Bullet casing thing again, / maybe someone's buttocks. And burger. We good? Hope so. I don't think you can lose in this game. I don't think you can die or anything, which is good. But I'm like, if I, so it's not like airplane's gonna crash into a mountain because I put in the wrong stuff. Thank you for flying Aerodoric. It's like a Space Quest joke. Anyway, got my boarding pass and got the card. Let's go on in. I like the earlier Larrys where the only protection they really had, was that they basically just asked you some adult questions. Or questions that only an adult would know the answers to, presumably. so that it would determine the launch level of the game. Ah, the days. Normally I would charge here, but I think we're all good to go, right? I could always charge when I get to New York, too. 5 minutes. That was pretty good in the early 90s, so alright. I guess I just give them my pass. Here we go. Get that away from me, dork. Anything you have, I don't want, but you work here. It's my ticket. Oh, I think I like show it to this thing. Well, might as well. Don't do that to the security camera, Larry. While the boarding pass proves you have a flight, it doesn't believe enough class to be admitted to the exclusive Aerodoric Chartreuse Carpet VIP Lounge. All right, I gotta go with the peasants, I guess. No surprise there. Is there another door over here that I missed? Huh. I can just go to the VIP lounge right now. Or just open it up. Identification. Well, I did show the camera my pass, I thought. No? Oh, maybe I got... Oh, the card. That's what it was. Good luck. I like the camera nods. You're good. I had them mixed up. Thank you. This is the VIP area? It's also the only entrance, as far as I could tell. Gotta sit on the only chair in the room, right? Slapstick? Why is there like a comedy prop in the waiting room? Is that coffee? Pot is boiled dry. Nothing remains but the stench of burned coffee. It's nothing very, Huh? Alright, this is where I think we use our pass. What a nice painting or picture of Stonehenge, I guess. I don't know. Carpet's pretty sweet. It reminds me of, I don't know, like a rose of a garden or something, or a giant, what's that? Maybe a Pop-Tart or something like that. There'll be time. Here we are. 301's all jammed. A little Sleepless in Seattle nod here, maybe? It's a popular movie at the time. It's also a good way to demonstrate someone flying across the country on an airplane. He's just so happy. Like a Richard Nixon nose. Kind of a lot of Nixon-esque features. I'm going to go Larry, too. I think I want to grab this, right? Magazine. Like so much fun that you might need something boring to read just to calm down. I think we just kind of pass out after a while. This really doesn't look like VIP at all. This is first class. It's like wooden armrests. It's Patti. I bet she's playing to... Wow. In D.C., playing to all those fans. I bet that's where she is right now. I bet she's doing just fine without me. Don't know what happened to her. Oh. Well, that looks a bit more familiar for me. Oh, great, you think. Another lousy crowd. And on a Saturday night, too. Too many drinkers and talkers, too few listeners, you think. Are there no good places left to play? Another grimy week on a grimy stage before another grimy scene in a grimy office with another grimy little nightclub manager. Count 5 grimies. Just what do you expect from a club called the Piano Pit, Patti? Decent setup in the back. Finishing your bows, you head for the manager's office. Now I suppose I'll have to endure another scene with that cheap club manager. The perfect way to top off a perfect week, you think sarcastically? Yeah, these are my... I'm saying... It's very familiar there, Nexus. I'm used to the empty rooms. It's fun, though. It's about having a good time, unless it's your livelihood, in which case, yeah, it's not as fun. If she plays piano that good, she might win a grimy. That's pretty good. That's good enough for me to mention. And drink. Well, Andy, you say to the swarthy club manager, that about wraps it up for me. It looks like you've had another good week. 3 customers. It's funny you'd mention that, Patti. I was just getting ready to talk to you. You did enjoy the show, didn't you, Andy? You ask with your best smile. Jenny the jerky? What does that say? Oh, Patti, it ain't me. You know I like you just fine. It's just my boss that don't. Julius doesn't much care for small audiences. He says you fans listen too much and drink too little. Funny, I was thinking it was the other way around. Oh, there you go. He can't see how he and his backers can be expected to make a profit like that. Patti, I'm just gonna have to let you go. But Andy, how could you, after all I've done for you? It's not me, honey, he says. You treated me just fine. I'd be sorry to see you go. Well then, give me my pay and I'll get out of here. Hey, I guess that's the other thing. I can't do that. Julius says your contract was never valid, so he doesn't have to pay. Son of a... Now you're saying I didn't even get paid for the week I've worked? I ought to file a grievance with the musicians union. Not exactly shaking, he replies. Do what you have to do, Patti. But if you ever want to work anywhere in this town again, and yet for free... Yeah, goodbye, Andy. Somehow I expected more from you. I don't know why. Patti, take my advice. Play more commercial. Give them what they like. Nirvana's huge right now. Andy, when I start taking musical criticism from you, I'd appreciate it if someone would just put me out of my misery, you say, leaving his grimy desk. One more for good measure. He is going to town on that, stogie. That pig. Wish there was some way to get even with those rotten crooks that run this stinking business. I hear you, Patti. Poor Patti. Once again, you're too hip for the room. Remember when Roger Wilco was... What? Entering the brisk night air, you notice a dark figure leaning against the far wall. Evidently, he has noticed you too. You weren't afraid. You've handled rough situations before. After all, think of what you went through back in Leisure Suit Larry 3. That's true. She went through that jungle, using every piece of her undergarments to survive. That was something else. Larry couldn't have done that. Patti, I'm Inspector Desmond of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. If it's all right, I'd like to request a few moments of your time. But of course, Inspector, you reply. Nice trench coat. You too, he smiles, easily recognizing your joke. I'm here on behalf of your country to ask a favor of you. Go ahead, Inspector, but I don't usually grant favors on a first date. Besides, I'm not the private eye type. He smiles again. Oh, you won't have to do that, Patti. You see, you're exactly the type we need. Let me explain. We're right in the middle of a month-long nationwide investigation into infiltration of organized crime into the entertainment industry. I'm looking for someone special, someone willing to take some risks, someone without a family, someone without many social ties, with no friends, no prospects, someone who understands the music business, who plays an instrument, who has the looks, brains, and talent to be accepted by those insiders we're trying to catch. I know you've been stiffed by these guys probably many times. I want these guys, and I bet you do too. So Patti, in short, I need you to go undercover. Well, that's some good timing. We're just walking out thinking about how much we'd like to stick it to these guys. What do you say? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Sweet revenge? Damn right. But of course I'll help you, Inspector Desmond, you hear yourself say. After all, I recently learned I'm taking next week off. So how do we start? Follow me, Patti. I have a car and a driver waiting for us. Vengeance is mine. That's right. Fly United. The following morning, in a much nicer area of the city, Patti meets Desmond at F.B.I. headquarters. I've been playing too much GTA. I was waiting for F.I.B. headquarters. All right, Patti, here's the deal. That very triangular tie. We're convinced of organized crime's considerable influence in the entertainment industry. I want you to use your musical talent to help us obtain sufficient evidence to convict the guilty parties. But Inspector, you say worriedly, I know nothing about spying. Don't worry, Patti. Most of the spies we use are amateurs. You won't be licensed to kill. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Learn what you can, take advantage of any opportunities, and try to bring back some hard evidence. We'll make sure you're in the right place at the right time, and you'll be doing good for your country. You think, not to mention getting even with those bastards for all those times I've been screwed in the past. All right, Inspector Desmond. But what places and what times? There are two specific areas of concern. One is subliminal messages in popular music. Our studies link the recent nationwide rise in crime to increased popularity in hard rock music. The Revere Records in Baltimore. Baltimore is heavily involved in such subliminal recordings. Much of the overdubbing at that studio is handled by a young recording engineer named Reverse Baez. The second area is the recent flood of obscene rap recordings. I personally believe records like these are used by the mob to undermine the moral fiber of our nation's youth. My God. K-Rap Radio in Philadelphia is the headquarters of the rap group Too Live to Screw, who have had an unjustified string of hits recently. I'm sure that place is the center of mob involvement. Wonder if there's any allusions to Crisscross. Those guys have got a record contract just for walking around the mall wearing their clothes backwards. And some A&R guy was like, these guys have something. Well, all right, Inspector, but I'm hardly an expert in subliminal recordings or rap music. Oh, don't worry, Patti. With your talents, you can easily fake your way through the simplistic noise these guys pass off as music. After all, they're hardly the MJQ. One more thing. A man we know only as Julius has been connected to both these businesses. I think this Julius character may be the key to the entire problem. Huh. Our boss's boss name was Julius, the guy that stiffed us. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Anything you can discover about Julius or K-Rap or De Revere Records would be helpful. Reverse Records. Revere Records. Yeah, I gotcha. We'll provide you with background information on the pertinent people, places, groups. It'll be up to you to get in and out with whatever hard facts you can find. Okay, boss, I'm on. Now, how do I begin? Earlier this morning, I set you up with a gig as a keyboard sub. Yes, it's my favorite piece of music in the game. It's very difficult, though. We'll see if it's any easier years and years later. Now that Anyway, we've also arranged a short East Coast tour as your cover story. Yeah, the government will handle all your travel arrangements. First class, right? There you go. Yes, he laughs. First class, of course. I'll get you a private limo, your own personal driver, and Patti, if things go well, I'll even set you up with a gig at the White House. Would you like that? So who would have been president? I don't know if this is 92 or 91. I guess it still would have been Bush, right? Clinton just would have been campaigning at that time. The first Bush. Of course, you agree. Afraid you're now in way over your head. Come with me, Patti. We'll get started right now. Like everything is taking place on the East Coast, essentially, right? It's like New York, Miami, Was there Atlanta, Philly, Baltimore, Atlantic City? No, Atlanta, Atlantic City in New York. Welcome to our technical laboratory. This is the head of our Office of Agent Field Equipment, Commander Twit. Commander Twit, meet Passionate Patti. Good morning, Patti, says Commander Twit. It's so very nice to meet you. Or is it more of a, it's so very nice to meet you? Yeah, I get a Fring vibe. We'll stick with that. Likewise, Commander, you reply, thinking that's the first time you've ever said that phrase. What is all this wonderful equipment you have here? I've always been very interested in research and researchers. I like this guy, the test guy. Yeah, AC. You have? Twit asked suspiciously. Well, allow me to show you for a moment before we begin your indoctrination. Oh, I just love a tour, you say, flashing your best smile. This guy, too, looks a little unsure. Fine, Twit says, obviously charmed. Feel free to explore the lab a bit, Patti. When you're ready, I'll give you some information you'll need. Enjoy your indoctrination, Patti, says Desmond, turning to leave, and especially your physical. Huh? Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, Commander Twit, what are these two men doing? Now this is an experiment that I think should be of great interest to you, Patti. These two technicians are working on one of our latest Title IX funded developments, the hair-trigger, double-barreled, armor-piercing brazier cannon. Little tune-up, and we're good to go. How interesting, Commander, you say, but how could you ever fire such a device? Well, that's the beauty of this baby. Just touch your elbows together behind your back. See, can I do that? Oh, I'm having trouble doing that myself. Good thing I'm not wearing one of these in the field. I think I'd be SOL. Whoa, you idiot! Twit shouts at the bra-slinging technician. I was talking to Patti! Oh my god, just vaporize that guy. And he's got this very bashful, like, oh man. Guilty little look there. Obviously, our turnover rate is very high here. With the bra-slinging technician. Oh, she has a zipper function too. Don't do that to the bra-slinging technician. Perish the thought. Alright, what are you doing? Excuse me, Commander Twit. I'm particularly interested in this man's research. What is he up to? I suspected you might be intrigued. Dr. Rolfing is working on refining our new infrared heat-seeking surface-to-air vibrator. We feel it will be considerable value as a protective device against certain types of enemy agents. That's where the M comes from. Not so much the murder, but the infrared heat-seeking surface-to-air vibrator. I'm sure this will go to plan, right? I miss as a kid where it was propelling them from. Of course, it works much better when you remember to turn it on and then release it. Does it, though? I don't know. Hold on to your butts. Exactly. Alright. Got anything else going on? Woo, 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 woo. What's she working on? Patti, please step over here to the computer for a moment. I need to take care of your indoctrination paperwork. But I want to see what she's working on. She might be the only capable and competent scientist in this place, besides you, of course, Twit. First, let's get you a contact telephone number. 556-2779. So I do have a list up with the numbers that I'll need. I'm sure someone can write that down too, but I should be fine. Now let's hit you with the computer account number. Here we go, how about BB37? Now for your email ID number. Email, 1991. 65493756. Yeah, I remember my number. I still remember my email number as a kid. 783257896. Oof, it takes me back. Making whoopee is my password. How appropriate. Now apply it and grant it, and you need some sort of code name. Everybody who's anybody around here has a code name. How about Agent 88? see if it's taken. Well, it appears it was used once, but that was years ago. Okay. Excellent. I know that's a reference to something, but maybe someone can help me out. Definitely CompuServe vibes. Getting the feels. And now all I have to do is take your medical checkup, and we'll be ready to fit you with your Safety First Field Locator device. Safety First Field Locator. Okay, no. But what is she working on? Ah, yes, Patti. I see you're interested in one of my pet projects, which I find fascinating. Oh, it's a man. All right. He's developed a high-yield, space-age polymer macrobiotic flatulence-inducing powder. Interesting. We feel it will be excellent for those times we find it necessary to destabilize a public leader by humiliating him during a major public appearance or state function. Is that what they did to Bush? Wasn't flatulence so much, but embarrassing nonetheless. We've got to burp, Charlie. It's the only way. Wow, you still remember your NP number. NP being Nintendo Power for all those in the know or not in the know. Ah, the dipping chick and Homer loves that. It's going back for more. It's drinking the water. Yeah, the light dosage, that was a bit much. Alright. We good? Dr. Phil Hopian's office. Oh, I remember, he's a looker. If memory serves, he had a nice smile. Just saying, you know. Agent 88, I'd like you to meet our staff physician, Dr. Phil Hopian. I got it. Phil Hopian. Dr. Hopian, this is Agent 88. Don't worry about a thing, Patti. You're in good hands with Dr. Hopian. Nice to meet you, Patti. Come inside and take off all your clothes. He's got a nice smile. I'm blocking the drinking bird. Sorry, everybody. You have to watch the archive. Assume the position. He barks. Oops, sorry. I used to be a field agent. Old habits, you know. That leave nothing to the imagination. At least the doctor's also a good looker. There you go. Hello, Patti, and welcome aboard. I'm Dr. Phil Hopian, staff physician and volunteer gynecologist around here. I believe, doesn't he like come back up and do a weird creepy grin and be like, I love my job. It'll be a pleasure serving you today. That's so creepy. Top 10 things you don't want to hear your gynecologist say after they take a peek. All right. Now that you've passed your official departmental checkup with flying colors, I might add. What, I have a nice vagina? That's all it takes? So one of our lab's latest. Oh, right. Locator device. Oh, is that where they put that? Is this really necessary, Doctor? Let's our team of highly trained professional trackers follow you wherever you go. Will it be painful? Of course not, Patti. Trust me. Whoa! A little prick. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyone needs to watch the, who hasn't seen it, the 1970s gaudy, her body, hospital, what, Mitchell and Webb, that's what I was trying to think, Mitchell and Webb look, where they speak entirely in, euphemisms. It's pretty fantastic. But I digress. Let's let Phil Hopian do his thing. DeWitt. I forgot how long the scene went on for. All done. Oh, God. Yeah, I remember this. It's like something on an airplane. Professional spelunker indeed. He's not done. Hours later, oh, literally, 2 hours later. All right. This stuff's new. There we go. He seems to wipe his face when he comes up. Yeah, that's another thing you don't want to see. Alright, so we have data packs. Insert one in first. You're amazed the Japanese didn't come up with this product first. The Data Man. Alright. And do I get one of those, something? I guess just help myself, right? Take the double-barreled brazier from the workbench. It smells strongly of fresh gunpowder. Does it fit, though? That's the question. The size of the charge. And the bra, too. I think that guy testing it was a little better endowed in the chest area than I was. Alright. We good? Don't always score. Some stuff in here. Can I wear it now? F.B.I. bra over my shoulders. Yeah, that's cool. I guess she put it on right underneath that with that issue. Alright. Good? Guess we're good. Just gotta be careful about touching my elbows behind my back. I know, man. Oh, that's handy. Makes sense. They're connected there. And woodwind repairs. It's also handy there with a barber pole looking dealy. So many limos. Is this one gonna have a fish in it as well? Huh? Yep. I was gonna say, come on, FBI. Let's get that budget up, but now we're good. Oh, should I take some champagne? There we go. Why not? I'm gonna hold off on the music that I really like. We're gonna go do the rap thing first. It's a great place if you like rap. Oh, it's Bobby and Bobby, I just noticed. So this is taking us to Philly. So it's not too far. It's like a 4-hour drive. 3-hour drive, probably, actually. 3 or 4. Baltimore would have made a lot more sense, but really... Oh, Donald, you moan. The Donald. Ah, it's our president, everyone. My Donald. The tramp pianist. The Donald. Man, if Patti played her cards right, she could have stayed and become First Lady. Fantastic. Meanwhile, in a plane far, far away, best game featuring a president in history. I like that she's fantasizing about Donald Trump, and all the while he's thinking of no one but Patti. Concert, huge success now, ever critics acclaimed, and now the two of us take this opportunity to celebrate. And then I wake up. Nice. Wake up right before we see. Yep. What's he holding on to? Oh, nothing. Those. Is there a problem with the nut? Oh, the nuts. Look at that big grin. I am not a crook. I just can't not see that with this animation of Larry. Voice crackles through the intercom. Please tighten your seatbelts and return your tray tables to their fully upright and locked position. We'll be landing momentarily. Oh, that's a good point. In Frog Fractions 2, we did shave Obama. So, they're both up there. Donald Trump and shaving Obama. I don't know. They're both... both fantastic in their own very, very different ways. All right, we're in New York, everybody. Welcome to New York. Thank you, Taylor. This airport looks just like the one in L.A. Same carpet that folks liked. AstroTurf, I think, Endrank said.